Hello. The stream is a bit late today. Because I had to wait on dinner for a bit. But that's over with. And now we're here. In Mordona. Because that's where Eureka Orthos begins. So yeah. Stream's a bit late. Health's a bit uncertain, as always. Don't know how much pain my hands are gonna be in. New controller I have to get used to. Sounds like a great time to try the scary third deep dungeon in the game, I guess. I kept calling it Orthros, but it's just Orthos. There is no second R in the name. And I only realized this today. So all of the other times I've referred to it, I think I've called it the wrong name. All that aside, this quest begins when we talk to Rabanta over here, who used to have a repeating quest for doing Crystal Tower stuff that gave you resources you didn't need for anything, really, anymore. But now, Ko is the deep dungeon person. Hello and welcome. If I didn't say hello and welcome already, hello and welcome. As I mentioned, stream's a bit late. I'm not entirely certain of the state of my health or my hand pain, and I have a new controller to get used to, so it sounds like a great time to do the scary Eureka Orthos that I always called the wrong thing. Because I called it Orthros before. But yeah, Ko used to be a repeating quest for Crystal Tower stuff that is no longer in the game. And now she is related to this dungeon. I think she's possessed by Noah or something. I don't remember exactly. Delve into myth. What's up? I'm afraid. Ah, fancy meeting you here, Sucro. Have you been well? Doubtless your adventuring duties have left you with little time for our humble organization. Still, I trust you have found a spare moment here and there to contribute to Noah's ongoing research. You are so very good at it, after all. Nod. Splendid, splendid. As you can see, my circumstances leave little room for complaint. My vessel remains intact, and this age has yet to lose its luster. All told, Ko's discovery of the orb containing my essence in Circus Tower was a happy twist of fate indeed. Not only have I been able to drink my fill of this world's mysteries and delights, but Ko seems more than happy to allow me all the time I need to indulge my curiosity. Now, before you pass judgment, I must remind you that this arrangement was carried out under mutual agreement. I fully intend to relinquish control to her as soon as my work here is done, and it just so happens you may be able to help with that. Rambros can scarcely stop talking about your adventures with the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you see. I've heard the stories countless times. How, in a strange turn of fate, Grahatia was awoken from his slumber in the Crystal Tower, far earlier than he should have been. How the Asian Fan Daniel, who set our star on course toward the final days, was in fact Ammon all along. Events of earth-shaking import, events in which you invariably played a pivotal role. Your pedigree means there is none better suited to receive my request. Firstly, however, I would ask that you summon Grahatia to the 8 Sentinels. I suspect he will answer the call of a comrade in arms much more readily than an anonymous researcher calling themselves an Archmagus. Or Archmagus. One of those. Nod. Time to speed dial Graha. Yes, this is he. I feel like Graha answering the phone by saying, yes, this is he, is a good indicator of exactly the kind of nerd that he is. Hey, what's up? Sucro? What a pleasant surprise. I can't remember the last time you called me. Oh my. Graha? You doing alright there? Oh, that? 'Twas nothing. Nothing at all. I'm much more interested in you, my friend. Are you well? You aren't in some sort of trouble, are you? Not exactly, no. That's quite the yarn. You say that Archmagus Noah, inhabiting the body of a young researcher, has asked you to ask me to make haste to the 8 Sentinels. Have I got it right? Yep. ... Absolutely fascinating! I'll be there at once. As soon as I conclude my current business, that is. I promise to be quick. Tell Noah, or is it Ko, that I'm eager to make her acquaintance. Until then, Sucro. Alrighty then. Graha is en route. Well, I certainly did not mean to rush the poor lad. I hope his haste does not come at the expense of caution. Even so, hearing the loyalty you inspire in others makes me feel secure in my choice to place this task in your hands. Now then, it would be improper for us to be late to our appointment after pulling Grahatia away from his work. Feel free to go on ahead. I shall be not far behind. Nod. One day I'll do this level 80 Gunbreaker quest that's here. I can do that. I do have Gunbreaker at like level 85 or something. The fact that I have a new controller may be immediately noticeable if you're noticing small details. Like, it's pretty difficult to drive straight. The controller is... the left stick is pretty sensitive to slight changes at the moment. That might be partially my fault, due to the stick sensitivity setting. No, it's the same. Same either way. Oh well. Not really a concern compared to the control stick where trying to go up left would get me stuck sometimes. I'll get used to it. Maybe. Hopefully. Or not. I don't know. Oh god, no. I didn't even think of that. I think I'd be okay with Don Meg, probably. Like, I was swerving, but only like a little bit. Now I'm doing it on purpose to try and demonstrate. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, Don Meg might be a problem. Hello, having a normal one, I see. That's right. God, I remember Mario Kart DS style snaking. I remember those days. That's another thing that'll kill your hands. Is old Mario Kart snaking. Graha is here. I came as quickly as I could. I haven't kept you waiting, have I? Nope. Good, good. When you told me that Noah herself was a party in all this, I knew this was an opportunity I would be loath to miss. When placed against the rebirth of both Zand and Ammon, the survival of Noah's essence seems almost quaint. Still, I can't help but be excited to meet her and hear what this request of hers entails. If I were to hazard a guess, it has something to do with the Crystal Tower. Your instincts are correct. Now let me see those eyes, a deep crimson, the likes of which I have not seen in many an age. Oh, this? The magics are required on the road ahead, and I had to prepare accordingly. While adept enough as a researcher, I'm afraid Ko's aptitude in the ethereal arts is non-existent. I didn't catch that entire thing. Hold on. It was necessary for me to acquire the proper attire that I might in some small way make up for this deficiency. While my abilities are now but a shade of what they were at my zenith, they shall suffice. You can thank Rowena's House of Splendors for meeting even the most esoteric of my demands. Was this particular Crystal Tower remix present in the game before, or is this new? Anyway, you have a very specific weird combination of like Allegan and Moonward going on here. Gasp. You've truly captured the spirit of Alec. Did you really have to change your hair? Or, who are you? Did you have to change your hairstyle too? Is that important? Truth be told, I never did understand why Ko felt the need to hide her face with her hair. Why limit one's field of vision so? With this simple change, it feels the world has opened itself to me. However, I do wish I could have added a touch more flair. Amon would have clucked his tongue in disapproval at the sight of me. Alas, I had to appease Ko's preferences as well. She insisted that the first few outfits I selected were much too gaudy, and eventually we landed on this compromise. Beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. Yes, truly fascinating, most illustrious Noah. I could listen for days. The outfit is a little much. I will agree with that statement. I do appreciate that they worked together and compromised. Yeah. Yet there is the question of why I was summoned here, and Sucro for that matter. Why have you gone to such lengths to seek us out? Yes, quite right. To understand where we are heading, I must first tell you what came before. In the twilight of the Third Astral Era, with the Allegan Empire at the height of its glory, a laboratory was constructed beneath the Crystal Tower. There, the Empire's most sensitive research was conducted. Okay. The means of achieving eternal life and resurrection, clone technology, control mechanisms for the icons, and the eventual completion of the Dalamud prototype. Those were but few of the many projects pursued deep under the earth, all in absolute secrecy, with the full blessings and guidance of the royal family. Now that I'm getting more of an idea of what Noah is like, I'm making the speech more dramatic, I think. Just sort of passively. The line reads, "It was dubbed Eureka Orthos by the Emperor himself. Not Orthros, there isn't a second R in it. I don't know where you got that idea. A fitting name for a place which would become a nexus of creation." Eureka? You can't mean what I think you mean. That place has all the best optional items in the game. I believe you and Kryl are well familiar with the Forbidden Land. I was there for like a little bit. When that island appeared suddenly in the waters of the Far East, it was dubbed Eureka after the Allegan legend. The stories say that in the center of a vast labyrinth slumbers a weapon of incomprehensible power. For some reason, it looks identical to a Realm Reborn relic, but you're not supposed to know about that. Also, it has the same name. Oh, so the passage of time has not erased our deeds entirely. I know a little bit about Eureka Orthos. That legend has a hint of truth to it. The development of specialized weapons was a main subject of research within Eureka Orthos. It comes as no surprise that rumors of what transpired there would eventually grow into the tales of which you speak. Yeah. Also, this isn't the first time that there's been something connected to the Crystal Tower that was a reuse of a name, I think. I think that specific condition has happened one or two other times. However, Eureka Orthos is no myth. The Dead Company? It exists as surely as you or I, and it was every bit as magnificent a feat of Circus Tower. I have reason to believe it survived the chaos of the Fourth Umbral Calamity relatively unscathed. I know where it is, and I know how we can gain entrance. Oh. My peerless knowledge of teleportation magic shall take us to the gates, and the royal blood flowing through Grahatia's veins shall open them. I would very much like to once again set foot within those halls where I refined and perfected the means of transferring my essence to and from various objects. Which brings me to my request. I would have you delve into the deepest regions of Eureka Orthos, or at least the first 30 floors, and drag its secrets kicking and screaming into today. I think only the first 30 floors are like plot, and then the rest of it is challenge mode. With the flow of time within the Crystal Tower restored, the laboratory should be fully active, its unfinished experiments and long-dormant security measures wandering aimlessly in search of intruders. The first order of the day shall be to put these obstacles to rest and advance to the 30th floor of the facility. I'll accompany you. If this place is as dangerous as it sounds, you'll need every extra weapon you can get. I am afraid I cannot permit that. Your role in this ends once the gates to Eureka Orthos have opened. I understand your disappointment, but the same blood that makes you useful as a key makes you a hindrance to fulfilling this mission. It ties you too strongly to the Empire. Unlike the Crystal Tower, there is no need for Eureka Orthos to inspire hope. Allag is gone, its inheritors long dead. I wish for the Empire's deeds, no matter how unsavory, to be beholden with eyes unclouded by legacy, that they might be judged for what they were. So, Sucro, I know I have been long in the asking, but will you accept this task? Naturally, I shall offer all the help I can muster, and you are free to take any spoils you may find. There is much that could be of use to one such as you. Yeah, those are kind of a weird way for Graha to not be allowed. I knew you would find the scent of adventure irresistible, but I thank you nonetheless. Drink your fill of ancient secrets and buried sin. Wow, that's dramatic. To be fair, the Sucro facts do say, and Allag, I guess, so that one's a little bit less interesting to her, probably. Probably because she's had to deal with it so much. Well then, I suppose it is time to make our ingress. Allow us to borrow the key that Une and Doga entrusted to you so long ago. Personally, if I were only asked to go somewhere to serve as a blood-related key to open a door, I'd be kind of upset. I mean, you have to deal with a lot of Allag stuff. Those wacky Allagans are always causing problems in the future. Ah, the connection seems to be stable. Very good. Promise me you'll come back in one piece, Sucro. Return in any other shape, and not even another calamity will convince me to open these gates. Nod. Must you fuss over her like a child? She to whom Allagan ruins are almost commonplace, who bested even Ammon in combat. Raha could have been there for that fight. Compared to such trials, this will be but a footnote in a long list of heroics. Once Sucro returns from her expedition, you are more than welcome to return here and listen to the report. Rest assured you shall remain fully apprised of any world-threatening developments. If I see Viera Sucro coming out of this hexagon. Yeah. That's a small reassurance, but I suppose it must suffice. Should you find yourselves at an impasse, do remember that I'm only a call away, won't you? Noah and/or Co thinks this is very funny. Now then, let us make ready. The secrets of Eureka Orthos lie in wait to be found. Nod. That is like... That was an exceptionally lengthy camera pan. For some reason. Anyway. I feel like... Yeah, I don't know what the presence of royal blood would do. I feel like... that would be very funny. Here we are. Rambros has furnished me with all the manpower I requested. The capable researchers of the Sons of St. Koinox stand ready to organize your expeditions and apprise any rarities you may find. As for my part, I have managed to offset the magical limitations of this vessel with my boundless knowledge, procuring 2 tools that should be of great use to you. First, special armor. You see, in the days before the fourth umbral calamity, the researchers of Eureka Orthos fortified it with wards that innovate the faculties of any intruders. Even the most masterful weapons are rendered useless if they cannot be swung. To overcome this, I have imbued a set of armor with opposing wards which should nullify the effect, thus allowing you to fight with gusto. Second is a handy little device called a demi-clone generator. As the name implies, it is capable of creating mere clones in a matter of moments. Such clones, while imperfect, were often used in experiments. If you come across tomestones containing data on such experiments, the generator can make sense of them. Furthermore, while the ether of the clones dissipates as quickly as vapor in a hot beaker, an extra hand or two may prove useful in pulling you from a perilous situation. Take these tools in good health, and may they serve you well. Once you have steeled your nerves and sharpened your weapons, speak with Hatun to begin. Or Khatun. I am unsure. I'm gonna go with Hatun, probably. I think this will just be me and Aya trying to do this, which may or may not go well. I don't know. I've heard both that Eureka Orthos is simultaneously the most difficult and easiest of the deep dungeons. This is because, unlike the other ones, which are just like, hey, do you like auto attack damage? I do a lot of it. This one is like, hey, do you know mechanics? If not, perish. If yes, you're good. So this one is a lot more, I guess, skill-based question marks or knowledge-based more question marks. But also, it's very punishing if you mess it up, is my impressions that I've heard. Well met, Sucro. I'm Hatun, and Mistress Noah has tasked me with overseeing all manner of support for your expeditions into Eureka Orthos. That lass over there is Valeroyne, and she'll appraise the worth of any trinkets or treasure that you may find. Mistress Noah has also provided us with a synthesis node, and we're standing by to offer whatsoever aid we can. I take it the Archmagus has given you the 2 pieces of equipment she was so proud of making? Excuse me, but for your own safety, I must ask you to show them to me before I allow you to set foot into the unknown. Expedition Kit. Curated by Archmagus Noah herself, this collection of gear has everything a daring adventurer would need to brave the nighted halls of Eureka Orthos. It's a cube. Everything appears to be in working order. Now then, you're ready to go. Our first goal is to reach the 30th floor of the facility. Go forth, Sucro, and show the realm that Alec's most deadly creations are no match for our heroes. Also, I sold a file of liquid glass. Yay. You can fast travel here. So, well, that's a great question. I think liquid glass is probably not literally liquid glass, but is instead something else referred to as liquid glass. But I don't quite remember. Alright, time to run into a behemoth and die instantly. Well, no, that'll be on like floor 3 or something. I've also heard that DPS are the most valuable in here because, like, damage is the most important thing, because survivability is mostly knowledge-based, but I don't know. We'll find out. A dread beast stalks this floor, by the way. So, reminder that I'm using a new controller, so it's entirely possible I'll explode violently and not understand exactly why. If this is anything like other deep dungeons, we do still need to kill stuff, so... Apparently auto attack damage from enemies is rather negligible, so I'm not even sure how useful a healer is here. But I'm Sage anyway. Other things I remember about deep dungeons: stick to walls to avoid most mines, but not all. I do have a revive, and I can cover for multiple enemy pulls a little bit. That is true. Yay! +1. One thing I have to get used to with this controller is that it is a Xbox button layout instead of the Switch one, which means that B and A are actually reversed again. I mean, I could have kept it the way it was, but you know. So I have to like press A to target things. Oh dear. Being an owl does in fact make you take more damage, I believe. Oh, I see. I keep accidentally canceling targeting of things. Oh, there's a succubus too. Also, I have some kind of status effect that I don't know what it is. Yeah, it is neat to see that sort of thing, for sure. The biggest thing I have to get used to is the reversal of the A and B buttons and the different shape of the controller. But again, I did the reversal myself so that it matched the controller and my expectations for the controller. But I'm still not used to it anyway. I figured it was best to advance to floor 2 there because we spent like 5 minutes, 6, 7 minutes almost on the first floor. I don't know if that's good. Seems scary. Oh. I found a mine. Okay, yeah, maybe healer was a good idea. Given that we've already found 2 landmines. That is true that the mines are less deadly than before, maybe. Speaking of mines, I ought to be careful with silver treasure chests because they might explode. So we should make sure to not stand next to each other when we open those, probably. That's bad. Well, it's not really that bad, actually. Since the auto attacks are not a threat as much. Slap him. I will never remember the name of the Tactics Ogre Necromancer guy. I didn't respond to that earlier. I forgot. I would like the silver box over there. I also forgot to switch the chat to see anything that Io was saying. She is counting the landmines. Oops. It was stuck on, it was still on the event log, so I could see NPC words. The accursed horde, eh? Ominous bomb in the floor count. I feel like ominous means it has to be a portent of something, and the explosion is already the something that something would be a portent of. You know? Okay, that enemy is an example of you have to know what's happening, and the telegraph is very short. I knew this was going to happen eventually. I just sort of backed away intuitively from that, and it turned out to be the correct choice. There's a reason you suggested sticking to healer. Fair. You gotta back away for that one, I think. Right, resurrection sickness is a thing too. Oh, I didn't see it that time. I almost died. Anyway, I bet there's a prank on that accursed horde. No. No prank. The prankless horde. There's the prank. It was nearby, rather. Yeah, I'm getting the impression we shouldn't linger on floors. So. Ah, now we get to the different music. Sprint enabled. Now there are more bombs. We now have ways to run away from the bombs easier. So far, these early enemies, except for the bombs, mostly give you an AoE that's like, you have a lot of time, you have enough time to step out of it, even after the indicator shows up. But the bombs are the exception so far, which is interesting. Speaking of. Ah, crap. Eh. 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 That's the sound of me punching, or doing an open palm punch. Oh, enemies are affected by the trap too. That makes sense. That's why the explosion didn't happen. Oh. Well, how about that? You found it. Yeah, it does seem like punching a bomb would be a bad idea, actually. Probably. Hey, there it is. Does that count as 4? I don't think we counted landmines as, and treasure chest mines as the same count. Hey! The prank room for pranksters! Yeah. I like these rooms with the drains in them. Like, they didn't have to make a room where there was waters perpetually swirling down a drain for no reason, except that it looks neat, but they did do that. They did make that room for no reason except that it looks neat. Wait, what's this pomander? Lethargy. Slow all enemies. Okay, that's one that's specific to Orthos, I think. We're getting a lot of intuition. The game wants us to get greedy and speaking of something or other, so I think when they start using the meteor, you have to like hide behind a wall, probably. Probably. The fact that a regular enemy has ecliptic meteor is very funny. Though it does seem we can kill a single target quickly enough. I don't know what Wild Horn is, but they like chase me down after they use it. Okay, it's a knockback. It's a forced knockback. Okay. I mostly care about silver. Looks like there's a gold in there. There's a gold in there. There aren't any other silvers, I don't think. I guess a neat bonus feature of this controller is that it has paddles on the back, which I have assigned tentatively to L3 and R3, so that's slightly easier than pressing in the stick. I get extra bonus buttons. Also, it's wireless, and it seems to be doing the wireless thing pretty well. I haven't had a wireless controller in a while. There's no, like, delay to it or anything. So that's nice, I guess. That behemoth is tilted. What does the boot do? Error touch. Disease. I see. This is certainly very ominous music for it to have chosen. Yeah. The disease touch is probably kind of scary. That makes sense to me. Imagine if we had accidentally pulled all of the behemoths at once. That'd be funny, probably. Joke's on you, I don't really care about being knocked back. I say that now, but when I get knocked back into a landmine and die horribly, it'll be really funny. Or knocked back into some other AoE, or some other such sort of circumstance. I've been asked to hold on for a second. The orthos, sage weapons are kind of neat, I guess. Didn't really look at them closely. Maybe we can use that. Ah, there's a boot lurking by the exit. I cast Isuna too early. I tried to anticipate the disease, but I was too quick. There are a lot of sage. There are at least a few sage weapons. I don't know about a lot that resemble a Cambrian cephalopod of some kind. Items unavailable. Whoa, what the heck is this music? Is there unique music for Orthos? What the heck? Why is there a weird remix of Shiva's theme? Is this like... Is this the Pulse album version of Oblivion? Or something equivalent to that? That's weird. I'm going to expect a bomb on every accursed horde. I was also expecting a mimic in that bronze chest. Oh dear. I pulled something else at the same time as a behemoth. It's probably fine. No, I don't know if that... I wouldn't say that's your fault. Oh. It's Fachan. I can't help but read that as having a Japanese suffix in it. Oh yeah, yeah. The new Monster Hunter got announced. That's pretty exciting. I'm excited for that. I might try playing Monster Hunter World again at some point, too, because I never did all of Iceborne. Curious whether their affection for Ecliptic Meteor has increased or decreased in that time. We might see another crossover. Who can say? Introducing the new Monster Hunter Final Fantasy XIV 14 crossover with Twintania and whatever the twister mechanic from Coils is now included in Monster Hunter. I only know that because people are like it's sort of infamous. I don't actually know what the mechanic is. One particular thing I do know about Eureka Orthos is that Twintania is in it and has twisters, so that's pretty funny. If we get Lagiacrus in 14 before we get it in Monster Hunter proper again, that'd also be pretty funny. But forget Lagiacrus though, where's Gobel? I miss Gobel. I miss the funny fish that eats a bomb and explodes. Where's Gobel at? At least sometimes we get Sand Gobel still, which I forgot the name of. My brain is trying to fish for the name of the funny sand creature that's similar to Gobel, and it's pulling Napstablook, which is not right at all. Like, I think it's vaguely similar, but that's definitely a funny ghost from Undertale, and not the other guy. Nibblesnarf, that one. Very funny monster name. Still miss Gobel, though. This remix of Oblivion is real weird. Haste. And Knockback Disable is a good thing, actually, is the thing about it. Ah, a dragon. right, we've already fought one of these. I don't think there is a player usable ability that can cause knockback in PvE. In PvP, there are some knockback abilities. Like a Machinist has one, I think. Like Machinist's Bishop Drone or whatever in PvP has a knockback pulse, I believe. But like, that's PvP, of course. Oh, right, yeah. The form you can... The Pomander of Palace of the Dead knocks back, and on no knockback floors it does nothing. That's right. I don't know if the Dreadnought in this... I don't know what that does. I know that we have one. I have no idea how the Dreadnought form functions. I'm making good decisions. Iron Justice. Nobody got diseased. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Maybe I is interrupting the boot and I didn't notice. I just wanted to use Toxicon for no reason. I thought about backing away, but I was a little bit late on doing so. Storms, what's that one? Ah, reduce everything to a single digit. Obviously doesn't work on the boss floor, but good thing to keep in mind for if a dread beast appears, I think. Okay, I have no idea what to expect here. I did look at a guide, but I didn't look at it that closely. This creature has a beret and funny glasses on. It's trying to rival my fashion. Enemy, destroy, destroy! Yeah, okay, so don't be near the sparking ones. Oh dear. Oh, I lived. Hey, this is scary, actually. Also, I've not heard this entire boss theme, like, ever. Probably. I think this is from somewhere else. That was a lot scarier than like the first boss of the other places. Truthfully.
To the stars. This is the culprit. The great power of money. Call now for great rates.
Destroy!
That was a cynical haiku about capitalism. Somehow this feels more ominous than other between floor waiting rooms as well. There's no music here. The rotating is back. Got some sort of glyphs on the walls and stuff too. I'm kind of curious what sort of stuff is in the prizes. The prizes, you know the ones. Diamond barding immediately. That seems good. Alright. I wonder how valuable that is. Maybe not much if it's only in bronze, but guess we'll find out eventually. I am going to BRB. And then we'll try the next set of floors, I guess. Fireworks happened. But also, a BRB means that I have to do the thing. Yeah, chocobo barding, a corsage, and a star. Congratulations to those who won. Condolences to those who did not. Sorry that I have to step away so frequently and it always takes a while, but I'm back. Here we are, again. I guess it's time for the second set of floors. Well, that's dramatic. This music sounds familiar also. I like the aesthetic a lot of like the overgrown Allegan ruins. That's pretty cool. The Swallow's Compass? I'd believe it. That sounds right. I can't tell if this enemy has a mechanic. Like, does the Spiralinas do anything other than attack you? Doesn't seem like they do. Maybe their auto attacks are... They don't? Okay. Maybe their auto attacks are slightly more dangerous. Ah, mimic, mimic, mimic! Bad news time. The bad news is here. Get ready to stun it. It was not stunned. That is not something I can do anything about as a healer. Don't worry about it or anything. I don't think we have a... We don't have a purity. As of right now. I guess I just have... Oh, wait, no. Wait, no, yes, no, never mind. I forgot what it looked like. Sucro just has to have the pox for a bit. I guess. This might help a bit. Yeah, the varied enemy themes are good. Oh, hybrid potions. Right. I think that's the strongest available, like, regular type of potion. I think. It's pretty funny that the Spirulinas don't do anything. It's possible that this won't be 10 floors of plant monsters, because we are only on 11 as of right now. I was worried that would explode. Runoff from Sephiroth. Maybe. Like they were ads in the Sephiroth fight, I think. Maybe. Something like that. Some sort of debuff happened. Oh, it's the beneficial one. Oh, they don't look like the ads, but they follow the naming theme. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know much about the Tree of Sephiroth. Or anything, really. I meant that as I don't know anything about it. Not that I don't know much about anything. But either of those would be statements that I would say. Probably. I'm just sort of using my Sage buttons arbitrarily. I don't know why. Some of them I need to use arbitrarily for MP regeneration, but that's not the same. We don't really need to fight those, I don't think. Yeah. There have been some threatening enemies, theoretically. But stuff dies quickly enough that it's okay at the moment. Orb. Orb detected. Micro system, huh? What the orb do? What does the orb... Piercing laser. Okay, that's fair. Orb laser. The orb does laser. The pox is gone, by the way. Hooray. Also, we got a demi-clone. We can use that for the boss fight. I don't know if you think they last until they die. Well, I guess we can try it out. Hello, Onion Knight. I don't know if I can heal the demi-clone or not. If I could, that'd be really cool. I don't think I can target them. I don't see any healing numbers up here, so probably not. I stepped on a landmine off screen. Why do they have the blue spirit's shield where even the Allagan's tearing pieces off of the tower? I don't know, probably. That seems like something they would do. Is that what blue spirit ore is? I don't remember that detail. Ah, we are at 90, by the way. So now we can... I think you can just gather the blue spirit ore normally, but I don't remember. Ah, this one I know. This is the Etherochemical Research Facility. Okay, the clone lasts for the floor. The clone is gone now. We've learned. Or no, this isn't the research facility. This is the other thing that's similar to that, hard mode. I forgot the name of it. Fractal Continuum, that's it. I think this is hard mode Fractal Continuum music. Might as well. Orthos soldier. Orthos belladonna. They've learned about targeted AoEs that are not centered on themselves, or do not originate from themselves. There's the horde. I'm gonna arbitrarily use the safety protomander. These are protomanders in this dungeon and not pomanders, you see. Whoops. Double orb. So one thing about this new controller is that it has analog triggers, whereas the triggers on the previous controller type that I used a bunch of were merely buttons. And I'm starting to get a feeling, which is leading to a concern, that holding down an analog trigger will hurt my finger. Why are my hands made of paper that is itself made of worse paper? Why can't I just play all video games with a neural interface or something? Doga Demiclone. It might be okay. I can't tell for sure yet. Orthos System Beta. The beta version is the cube. You see. It's also possible I'll just have to keep buying the one model of controller that works for me, even though it is also additionally made of paper and always dies in the same way in a time span ranging from 1 month to several months. It is always the upper left portion of the left stick that stops registering correctly. That is a great question. Why are controllers like this? It could be that my finger is merely hurting because my hands were already hurting. But this is making it hurt more, which would lead me to a conclusion that it's not great for me. Also, the HoriPad Mini, which is the one I was using before, the most recent one that I have that was breaking, like sometimes still kind of works. It just sort of arbitrarily does or does not decide to work. Similar to when headphones are dying. I have it plugged into my Switch right now, and I was using it for Dragon Quest Monsters. And like, I could tell it was still sort of stuttering a little bit there, still. If by why are controllers like this, do you mean why do they break so easily? That I have no answers for. But if you mean why are they like this regarding the part where they hurt my hands, it's because probably most controllers are not designed with fragile hands in mind, because that's probably not like a super common thing, whatever this is. Unless it's just like the effect of repetitive motions and whatnot. Maybe it is more common. I don't know how I would describe it, really. If you meant a combination of both of those things, then, well, I guess I can answer part of it. It's fun to see elusive jump get a lot of use. I keep noticing Aya doing backflips. I hope that all of the boss arenas have walls. Elusive jump is a fun button. Okay. Is this another remix album song? Or a Primals album, maybe? It's funny because it's the same song that we were just hearing, but remixed. By chance. I'm gonna guess this is from one of the remix albums or something. I think they should give Reaper an equivalent to elusive jump that makes them jump the same distance but like sideways. For no reason but just like as a prank. You've become an owl. Viper move, evasive maneuver. Leap 500 yalms to the right or left at random. For no reason. Just a funny prank button that gets you dead. Give Dragoon a button that lets him teleport sideways and leave a dimensional hole. Did you mean Reaper, or are we just giving Dragoon the Reaper teleport, but sideways as also a joke? That sounds funny. I'm okay with this. God, they are gonna rework Dragoon, huh? I wonder if they'll tell us any details about class reworks in the January FanFest or not. I'm gonna be caught up to the game by the time they release 6.55 and have that FanFest. That's so weird. What the heck? How did that happen? It means we're going to have a period of time without Sucrose streams, and then I'm going to do like the shortest part of a main story quest patch, and then Hildebrand, and then Tataru, and then we're going to have another long period of time without. It'll feel like a really weird thing to end on. Like, I feel like I would have liked to end on 6.5 and 5.5. But, well, yeah, I guess I am pretty powerful, though. Is it going to be obvious if we run into a dread enemy, like, that it's a significant problem enemy? Probably, right? Every time I see a new enemy that's rather large, I'm just like, is this a dread enemy or not? I don't know. Maybe the dread enemy might be small too. I don't know. There's an indicate. It does say that a dread beast is somewhere when there is one. But I'm wondering if there is, like, if the enemy itself is clearly a dread enemy. I think there's only like 3 types of them. It glows ominously. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I guess I and Sucro are pretty powerful. I guess I can admit that, or reluctantly agree to that at this point. It's pretty obvious that the dread enemies are special and dangerous. Fair enough. We have the anti-dread enemy button here with the Proto-Mandative Storms. I think that does something to them. I don't know if it, like, completely deletes them, but I think that does something. All right, we used sight. We can see the mines. I don't need to try and go around the edges of places right now. That sounds concerning. If they make you instantly explode. I don't remember what the icons for the traps mean. I don't remember which one this is. I shouldn't step on it to find out. I think they should have, I think in the 4th deep dungeon they should have accursed horde mimics as a joke. Hello and welcome. We are currently on floor 19 out of 30 of the story ones, I think. Doing pretty okay so far. Okay, that would be pretty funny. You can't tell if you have the accursed horde pox unless you have the Pomander. That's a funny idea. Do these monsters hit like super hard or something? Because I've noticed that when they have a reaction to when you're behind them. Okay, so I probably shouldn't try to pull 2 of that one right now. They have the backward swing. I think you can bait that or avoid that potentially, but in the chaos it might be a little bit difficult. Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to avoid mean thrash, I guess it looks like. Hello, patrol. Was there an attack called Dissever? I'm glad to provide a chill stream for you to chill while observing after a difficult dungeon run. It's a little bit funny for Eureka Orthos to be chill, but hey, it works. I accidentally used Zoe. That's fine. I only know a little bit about what I'm doing. I wouldn't say I know that much about what I'm doing, really. All things considered. Alright, boss time. So the first boss was a cyborg Mandragora, and this one is Clone Orb. Okay, sure. Hey, Doga. Hey, Doga. How you doing? You never done this before? All right. Intruders detected. Initializing defensive protocols. Yeah, okay, we got... Okay, that makes sense. At least that makes enough sense. Maybe. Okay, there are vuln stacks for any time we get hit, I guess. That's probably important to know. Sustained enemy presence detected. Threat level increased and attack pattern elevated in intensity. I'm afraid. Yeah, this does seem a bit mean, and it only gets meaner from here. So, I don't know where is safe there. We did it though. Oh, no, I had died somehow. But I can't use resurrection. That's so weird. Just kidding. It was a feint. I know she was playing dead. I was doing a bit that wasn't even really funny or anything. Hey, what's going on in the back with the cloning tubes? We've got dragon and more dragon, mostly dragon. Also, 20 poetics, 40 causality, 10 comedy, 1500 gil. For that, not bad. Yeah, those attacks did seem like a lot. 22 minutes is plenty for a boss, generally speaking, I think. I think in this super ominous room, I'm gonna go BRB again. Apologies that I have to do this so often, but that's just the way of things. At least you get to look at a funny hamster for 2 minutes. Here we go. Congratulations to those who won, condolences to those who did not. Hello, I am here again. Aya is doing a funny dance, but is simultaneously not here. And so we wait. But hello, and welcome. You can't perform here? Man. Dang it. That's bogus. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Hello. It is no problem at all. Did you know that you can't do a bard performance in this room? It's illegal. I tried to do it and it wouldn't let me. That does sound difficult. I don't remember that mechanic either. Are you saying that you can't perform here is a crime? Because I agree. I wouldn't call someone not understanding a mechanic a crime. Okay, just check. Ooh. This floor looks like a gamer product. Okay, maybe not so much. The thumbnail looked like a gamer product. Welcome to the Allegan Republic of Gamers. Something's patrolling behind us. Oh yeah, this is the burn. So you're gonna probably do some swings that aren't like telegraphed through cast bars. No, never mind. I don't know why I was expecting you to have giant behaviors. Maybe because your giant was in your name, but it's not like the same kind of giant. This is a little bit gamer aesthetic, but not as much as the thumbnail was. And also, I guess everyone knows that the gamer's color is a glowing red and not a blue, first and foremost, so. This is only gamer adjacent. Ah. So you've got a gaze cone that does not have the cone part telegraphed, followed by a body slam. Meaning that if you do get petrified, you're probably dead. You do have a point. This could be shaped like a scorpion. Uh-oh. Funny owl form lasts for a while. With rooms like this, they've also made it more difficult to go around the edges. And also there's a tiny flying robot called the Ortho Demolisher, which seems threatening. Yeah, okay, that is definitely just a cone. Yeah. I guess I would say, like, aesthetic more than tile set, probably. But yeah. I was expecting something called the Demolisher. Oh, it was about to do a room-wide explosion or something when we killed it. I spoke a little bit too soon on how unthreatening it was. I saw that for a second. Hey look, it's the Accursed Horde. I also love prizes. We have yet to encounter an Accursed Horde that exploded us for standing on it. I expect that to change at any moment. Making us walk through the entire dungeon this time. Oh right, that's the I don't know how the Oh, when I said the Accursed Horde that makes us explode earlier, to clarify. Oh. Now you're the funny robot. What does the funny robot even do? Guess we'll find out. Ah, it does that. That makes sense. So this probably is also negated by knockback, because it's similar to the Palace of the Dead transformation. Got it. So when I said Accursed Hordes that explode earlier, to clarify, I mean that oftentimes Accursed Hordes spawn on the exact same location as one of the various traps that can be around, such as a landmine. I'm not sure if this is the case in here, but it was the case in previous ones. Alteration, the one I never want to use. Safety, I'll use the safety one. Alteration is the pylon that you use if you want to prank yourself to death. It makes one of the rooms on the next floor either have a ton of free EXP, like easy to kill enemies, or a ton of mimics in it. And we don't need experience points, so that would technically, if we were lucky when using Alteration, we could save some time, I guess, but like, also, I don't want to deal with a room of mimics too much. Though we do have methods to destroy them all, I guess. Seems risky. They would drop treasure, and so do the other enemies if it rolls the easy version, I guess. Shrug. There are pros and cons to using it, but it's scary. So Yeah, self-detonate. I see that cast bar now. The AoE indicator shows up like halfway through that really slow cast bar, and that's peculiar. Yeah, we are here to get through the place, that's true. The loot could arguably help one to get through the place, because it would be like gold chests and whatnot, and like silver ones potentially. Doesn't seem too worth it though. Also, while we've seen the notification for dread enemies appearing, we haven't run into any, and I'm wondering when we perish. I didn't actually see a dread enemy if one showed up. I mean, I saw the message saying that a dread enemy lurked somewhere. Ah, you meant that, okay. Okay. Ah. We like... Okay. That enemy, site-based. Understood. It'd be nice if they put like little icons next to the enemy HP or whatever. That means like how they detect you, but that would be only useful for this particular kind of content. Wait, there's another chest? Yeah. Hey, a purity. Neat. You know, we might as well go ahead and use one of the raising commanders also. If the dread enemy is lurking and watching this stream quietly, then that's fine. I don't mean to call them out or anything. Oh. Oh. So, okay. So that's one of those not very telegraphed attacks, then. Hello, Keeper of the Lake, I think. The gloom spreads. No, it doesn't. Get out of here. Ooh, we have 2 demi-clones. Can you only have 1 demi-clone at a time? Probably. I'm gonna say probably yes, but I don't know for sure. Hey, they invented enemies who attack out of combat now. We have to be very careful then. It's probably this enemy. Probably the orthodroid. Just casually fires a missile for no reason, sometimes nearby where you are. There's an enemy later in this dungeon that just sometimes does an out-of-combat room-wide instant death for no reason. Like it, I think, I forgot. Oh God, no. Okay, no, it's fine. I realized too late what swinge meant. It meant I was cringe. Get swinged to be cringe. That's how it goes. Well, we have another raising. Ah, you have the Phoenix down? That does help. You just posted swinge, you are going to kill subscriber. That's right. Oh, you know what else we can... Okay, let's leave... No. Let's leave after this fight, then. I'm gonna say we should prioritize moving forward above everything else, probably. Except for surviving, of course, that is important. We do need to survive to do that. Generally. Don't worry about it, so it's alright. No need to apologize in the game chat that no one else can see also, so that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Aya, if it wasn't clear. Knockback. Okay, so you can't do the dreadnought on this floor. Ah, God. No. I think bronze mimics can be stunned, and maybe silver ones too out of that. Gold ones you can only interrupt with that. Oh, you pushed the stun too early. That's fine. We do have a purity this time. So no problem. Oh, Ortho Blue Dragon. That's different from the regular dragon. What are you gonna do? Ah. Instead of a swinge, you make a giant cold rectangle. Also known as a refrigerator? I guess that would be how you describe a refrigerator. The refrigerator AoE. Famously called that by everyone all the time. The wire hallway's pretty cool, yeah. But also, like, somehow feels notably more cramped than a regular hallway in a deep dungeon. Whether or not it actually is, so it feels a little bit scarier. I don't have, like, claustrophobia or anything, but still. Oh, this hallway has a sick half pipe for no reason, so that's cool. Well, kind of, anyway. It's the kind of half pipe that's like starting to get sick, but isn't really sick yet, you know? The half pipe that thinks it caught a cold. Okay, here's the Swinge Master again. This time I know to move. Containment protocols for Sonic the Hedgehog. Love you too, Isa. I guess we might as well just use stuff, right? Multiple Orthonites. Those are... Ah, that's fair. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that particular icon over there on the ground of the revealed funny dungeon prank is what a mine icon is. I think that's the mine. I accidentally aggroed the other thing. We just have to know to be very far away from the knight when it starts using electromagnetism. That seems to be their main deal. Was that attack called, like, passive infrared guidance system? It was something infrared guidance system. Oh, this is a funny lizard. Yeah, it is passive infrared guidance system. I guess that explains why it fires that attack when it's not in combat. It just passively detects you sometimes in some way. We've invented missiles that fire on their own. What a great idea. Lizards have heat vision? You could tell me anything and I'd probably believe it because I don't have a lot of knowledge about facts. Just generally speaking. If you told me that lizards had heat vision and you sounded really convinced of that, I would probably believe it. Regardless of whether or not it was true. If lizards had heat vision, does that mean that Gex has heat vision? Does that make it difficult at all for him to watch his favorite thing, television? Yeah. Robots and clone dragons is very elegant. What was that? Why was there a giant AoE that did nothing? Or seemed to do nothing? I know basically nothing about television and movies as well, so I don't really have much in common with Gex the Gecko. Which is probably for the best. I mean, it's fine to know about movies and television. It's probably not fine to be similar to Gex. Oh, the passage is activated. We could leave. Heat Vision and Jack was the actual name of it. For some reason, I kind of assumed you were making a pun out of an existing property, instead of actually that just being the name of it. So I guess we can assume from that information that the sentient motorcycle was named Heat Vision? This music is familiar, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I think this is Dusk Vigil? Maybe? You know, that works. Be the funny robot you want to see in the world. I tried to open that one, it was safety. I don't think you can open a treasure chest when you are transformed, also. No worries. Since we're only trying to, like, get through, what if I try this? Haha. Get dead, idiot. Okay, that doesn't reduce them all to, like... They do heal passively a little bit, I guess. Oh. The shelled... Oh god, a mimic. Mimic, behind you. I'm getting poxed again. No. We don't have a purity this time. I could have used a witching or something, I think. This means I'll be going into the box fight with the boss fight with Pox. That's scary. And there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. What the heck is this enemy? Nerve gas. The nerve of that gas. Don't do that. Okay, so the Pomander of Storms isn't like a free floor button because things do recover or like partially resist it or something. It'd be real cool if there were a purity anywhere. Ooh, that's a really cool looking effect. Neat. I'm very afraid of going into whatever this boss fight is with the pox, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I'm guessing that when this activates, they reflect things for a time. Because I recognized the particular... Maybe? Okay, no, it's fine. Oh, this is like a robot Hydra that breathes nerve gas. Those wacky Alligans are up to... We're always up to stuff. Oh, you said those wacky Alligans too at the same time. Hey, none of the floors looked like the thumbnail for the floor set exactly. Oh no! Immediately when aggroed. Okay, that's fair. So I would guess that the odds of the golden chest in that room being the purity that I would love to have are pretty rare, or pretty low, and there's a billion guys in there. So I think we should just I think we just try our best. Oh wait, no, we still need to kill stuff to go forward. Well, fine then. They're both fortune. At least there's a silver. Very rude of you to appear directly in front of the... Well, okay, you're looking away. You're just letting us go. Thanks. I spoke too soon. That was a very polite robot Hydra. Oh boy, what the heck are we going to fight here? Intruder detected. Initiating countermeasures. Commencing emergency deployment of Proto-Dalamud. Wait, what? What the hell do you mean by that? Check out our orb. I think that's bad. I don't think this is good. Twilight test subject Tiamat's clone. Oh. Is that good? Indeed. Surprised it is Tiamat. Well, it's Tiamat's clone, I guess. Okay, I'm very afraid. Oh. Okay, I was gonna summon the other one. Only one clone at a time. So I happen to know that the Une clone is a healer. So I thought that would be helpful because I'm afraid. But if the Doga clone dies, then we can summon the other one. Commencing memory fabrication, thou standest before Tiamat, guardian of Mericidia. Go forth, my children, drive these foul invaders from our home. Wow, that's just know what that means or die. Huh? Oh. I didn't even realize there was shadow going from the side either. Bear witness to the power of the first brood. Oh, thank you for petting Calico. Also, hello and welcome. God, these just appear arbitrarily or something? Do they appear where something lands? You weren't in range of that heal, oh no. What the heck are you doing, Tiamat? What? I think the wing, yeah, the wing is the side ones. And tail is the center. Okay. Oh no. Not this. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Oh wait, yeah, tail's center. Okay, this was a little panic producing, but not too bad. Dark mega flare. Oh, that's this. I'm not gonna risk trying to cast during that. Okay. That wasn't actually that bad. It was very scary at first, but less punishing than expected. So we basically did that first try, I guess. Sukuro is sad about this. Tiamat's clone slain. I guess we did that first... Yeah, not basically first try. It was literally first try. Wait. It's one clone per person. We could have had Une the whole time. That's fun. Knowledge gained. Also, she cast Stone Skin. Those funny Alligans being so ancient that Stone Skin existed for them. Wait. What do you mean exiting the area with a full inventory? Is that just a generic warning? My inventory is in no way full. Okay. A new record! Exactly 222 kills. Wait, Orthos ether pool fragment? What's that? What's that for? Tell me what's in the funny bags. That's true, there is no indication. Daisy corsage, stardust, ruffled pantaloons. Okay, some of this might be worth something. Someone has parked a threatening rhino on top of the NPC. Now, how the heck is a serpent tracer in there? I got diamond barding, but... Ah, you've got the funny armadillo bowler. That's a good one. They stumble. Well, alright. Ko! Rage extinguished. You are returned, and with no grievous wounds that I can discern. I take it that means you have proven equal to the task of plumbing Eureka Orthos' depths. Well, we got to floor 30 at least. Is that good enough? I know the contrivances of Alex's brightest minds would be no match for you. I knew, rather. But of course, what else should I have expected from an adventurer of your caliber? I am very much looking forward to your full report, but first you should summon Grahatia. I did make the boy a promise, after all. If you would, impress upon him that the matter is one of the utmost urgency, although I suspect he hardly needs the extra prodding. Nod. Phone call. Graha, I did the thing. It's cutscene time, Graha. This did happen. There were funny dancing mandragoras. There was an orb that made dragons shoot at me. And there was also the Titania clone. Hey, can I go back in time to when I took the survey about what I want to see in Dawn Trail and say stop fading to bright white so often? It's actually kind of annoying. Like, it hurts my eyes a little bit when it happens. It's not, like, causing anything other than a slight bit of eye discomfort, I guess, but still. Fascinating. It was as Noah said would happen. The vanguard of Allegan research came to meet your advance. Artificial organisms and clones, each more fearsome than the last. And at the end of this vicious parade was none other than a clone of Tiamat, one of the first brood. Varshan in the distance. I am of the first brood! There is a quest for getting to 100? I don't think there's a story point for that exactly, though. When Zand began his conquest of this... Actually, they pronounced that name recently, and I don't remember it. Began his conquest of the southern continent, the dragons which held dominion over the region offered fierce resistance. See, the thing about there being a quest for that is you literally can't do that without a fixed party. Like, you can't have a matched party do that part. I'm pretty sure. So, like... What? We're not gonna be able to do that easily. We would have to farm ether pool levels to have a chance. I don't know if I read the rest of that text box. I was thinking about other things. The boat airplane lights convention? That's funny. When Zan began his conquest of the southern continent, the dragons which held dominion over the region offered fierce resistance. Thus was every available resource poured into creating a species of worm which would bend to Allegan will. Once Tiamat and her kin were captured, they were used to hasten the subjugation of dragonkind. The many clones born from this research were also used as fodder for a different project, which aimed to perfect the means by which Bahamut could be used to power Dalamud. When we encountered Tiamat on Azizlat, it was plain her thoughts had never strayed far from Bahamut, even after thousands of years of imprisonment. Her clone was forced to watch as he was reduced to a power source for that fell moon. Even if Bahamut was merely a primal, the sight must have torn at her heart. Is that compassion I hear in your voice? Towards Tiamat? My, how times have changed. I know not how the deeds carried out in Eureka Orthos will look when viewed through your eyes. I imagine they might not paint the Empire in the most magnanimous of lights. Nope. Yet as an Allegan myself, I can say that at the time they were not only a symbol of our eminence, but also a means of our survival. Perhaps you think we went too far? I narrow. Before rushing to judgment, allow me to remind you that civilization thrives by bending nature to its will. Allegan science is but one manifestation of this inevitability. First of all, one, you can cooperate with nature and not exclusively bend it to your will. That seems more destructive in nature. Two, you were capturing and enslaving and cloning another civilization to use as weapons of war against the same civilization. That's not bending nature to your will. That's everything else that I just said, and that's no good, as Sonic the Hedgehog would say. I don't mean to make light of it by suddenly, but that's just... I said that's no good without thinking about it, and then immediately thought of Sonic the Hedgehog. The point is that you're not just bending nature if you're doing all of that stuff. None would bat an eye to see a river dammed to prevent flooding. We breed plants and animals with the intent to make the next generations hardier, for our own benefit, not for the subjects. That's not the same as what you did. I'm interested to hear your opinion, Sucro. What impression has Eureka Orthos left upon you? Blink. Blink. The Allegans were visionaries! You're not wrong, but you aren't completely right either. The Allegans crossed a line, then went far beyond it. Look, I get what you're saying, but also that's not at all what you did. You went way beyond that. Gasp. Smirk. Well, like a sympath... I don't know exactly how to describe that expression. You know, you never did say why you wanted Sucro to delve into the facility. Was there some manner of impending catastrophe that you hoped to prevent by clearing the laboratory of threats? It was kind of a sad expression, but also like a sad smirk. If this was necessary for Alec to survive, then it's a good thing they didn't. I'm honestly glad they're dead. Yeah. Yeah. I think about the line, I am honestly glad he is dead from Mega Man Sprite game a lot. Solace slash Emmett slash Hades was also responsible for Alec, right? So yeah, like in more ways than one. It's Era's Garlemald. Historically speaking, I think empires have done that sort of thing before, too. Like, believing that they're bringing the light of civilization and so on. It is weird that they're describing this as a moral quandary. Oh, 'twas nothing so noble as that. Naturally, with no researchers to maintain them, the remaining experiments would succumb to the march of time. I knew this would be my final chance to share them with another, to share what Alec's researchers wrought. Therein, this experimentation produced the answers to questions few thought to even ask, and now, in a way, their work shall live on. We didn't really learn anything new about Alec, except that they suck more, a little bit more than we thought they did. We already knew they were cloning dragons and stuff. My time in Eureka Orthos was merely a diversion, but my pupils devoted heart and soul to their research, knowing that their fate and the fate of their nation depended on their success. We kind of already knew how bad Alec was, though. Your pupils were here. Gasp. I've heard that the Archmagus guided the education of the Imperial family. So when you speak of your pupils, that can only mean... Doga and Une, yes. The direct descendants of Emperor Zand. I think it's Zande? I don't actually remember. They agreed to be cloned, that they might serve the Empire forevermore. I wanted the world to know what their sacrifice gave us, how they spurred the advance of technology further than any before them. I thank you for going along with my selfish requests thus far. If you would allow me another indulgence, I would like to dedicate your expedition to the memory of those children and their fallen homeland. Smile? That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my friend. Now then, let us move on to lighter matters, yes? Eureka Orthos is not the sole repository of elegant ingenuity. For the Empire was vast, and they were loath to put all their eggs in one basket, so to speak. Okay, there's something funny about put all their eggs in one basket being a turn of phrase, I guess is the phrase that I'm looking for, that also existed in the Elegant Empire. A saying. Put all their nodes in one system, you know. Doubtless other similar facilities dot the realm. Should you stumble upon one during your adventures, do not hesitate to venture into its halls. Why, I dare say your most thrilling discoveries are yet ahead of you. Noah, we've been to like 50 Allegan places already. But alright, sure. Smile, nod. Smile, nod. An Alec variant dungeon would make a lot of sense. I look forward to hearing of them. Yeah, it'd be interesting to get a variant dungeon that's an Allegan shopping mall. Sounds pretty funny. See, this feels like a story conclusion. Allow me to offer you my thanks once again, Sucro. Your efforts have seen a long-held wish of mine fulfilled at last. And while you have no more obligation to me, Eureka Orthos reaches deeper still into the earth. On the lowermost floors, the most volatile experimentations were carried out. I cannot in good conscience suggest you delve further, but if riches and adventure are what you seek, I can think of no better place. If you find aught of interest, I promise to share with you what I know of its history. That is, of course, assuming you survive the journey. Farewell and happy hunting, Sucro. You can now explore beyond floor 30. Oh, so you get Etherpool grips for free sometimes, so you don't have to convert your levels. Oh, there is a story quest at the end of the 100 floors, but it's explaining what the final boss was and something kind of sweet you can reveal. I feel like it is unlikely that I would get to floor 100 anytime soon. I know what the final boss is. I know that it's Excalibur. And it's sort of like Odin holding a relic weapon from Realm Reborn-ish, kind of. So this was effectively a story conclusion. There's just like a little bonus epilogue if you get to the final floor. You can go ahead and reveal whatever you're talking about, I suppose. Whatever that may be. I could have used a food item during that at any point, but I didn't. By the way, there's a Christmas event going on right now, but I don't think I really want to... I mean, I've shown Christmas stuff in the past, but I don't think I really want to. That's not the naming convention for these.
Noah is satisfied that all of the things in Orthos is dead, and goes to move on after explaining the atrocity they did with Excalibur. Then Ko is like, no, stay, I like you being in my brain, let's talk about stuff more, and then Noah stays and is clearly not unhappy about this.
Aw. That is kinda nice, I guess. That is a good ending. Hey, wanna try to do a treasure map for no reason? Cause it's funny. I bought one, so... I don't know if it'll show us... Oh no! I have no ventures! What? Impossible! It's fine. I'll deal with that later. I forgot to buy more ventures.
What? What is this?
I did do a berry wet, basically, didn't I? But yeah. Decipher! Labyrinthos! A square is involved. Allow me to go to website.com, where it tells me where this is, so I don't have to try and figure it out for myself. Everyone's favorite website is website.com. So this is there. A beige square? What by the gods? We are going to here. I'm kind of tempted to just keep doing maps until we find the Excitotron, if it takes too long. Or like, I mean, if it takes too long, I meant to say if we don't get it immediately. Because it'd be cool to show that on stream, potentially. I believe it should be around here. Sucro, eat the dang eggplant. Thank you. No, I probably wasn't close enough. There it is. I could have tried to stun the toad, probably. Yes, the toad can be stunned. I don't have stun right now. I think the Funtime Treasure Palace Adventure Zone is connected to the treasure chest instead of like being buried in any specific place. Something like that. No portal. Well. Alright, well, if you've got to go, I could try to solo maps again. It's just... for some reason, I just had a deja vu moment. Just taking off in Labyrinthos as a warrior. I guess that makes sense. I just feel like it's been a short stream, so I'm gonna, I guess, insist on trying to make a map give me the funny zone, the funny rabbit location. Oh, you could find a map, yeah. I've already gathered one today. So I'm just buying them. With the expectation that eventually one will lead to something profitable. It might be worth looking at the other ones, yeah. Okay, now where is this in Ultima Thule? Okay, I can see where that is. It's not one of the locations marked on website, but that's fine. Oh, okay. I think I misunderstood as you having to go, like, leave, but rather than, yeah. I believe this one should be around here. I guess I should wait. Hey, what do you think, Boaster? How you doing? So... well, the Loporits have access to this location. Technically. By the way, I was talking about earlier how I think even this controller might have hurt my fingers and stuff, but I don't think it's that bad yet. It might be fine. It might be, this controller might be acceptable. By the way, you know what's weird? I said this last time, and I said this basically earlier, but now that we've done the main story part of Orthos, which I almost called Orthros again, the only content that exists for Sucro to do right now is the rest of the main story, which isn't even all here. So 6.4 and 6.5. That's weird. How did that happen? Anyway. Wrong button. We have walked to the end, yeah. I don't know, like, I don't know anything about what the 6.4 dungeon is, or how it is, or what it's like. And I know who the 6.4 trial is, but I don't know anything about how the fight goes. Or, like, I don't know what music is there for once. So it'll be mostly stuff I don't know. So if we're wondering how these maps are out here, we must also wonder who these territorial enemies are that aren't like anywhere else in the region. I feel like I wouldn't like to know even vague things about upcoming content. Yay, portal! Finally. Now there is an intro cutscene for this place that won't play, but you'll get the idea. I just wanted to show the Excitotron 6000 on camera at least once, since I can get here. Also, the treasure dungeon music is pretty cool. Look at this place. Also, you grow wings when you go on the step on the panel. Why isn't there a mount that is just that? I want that to exist. Anyway. Exciting bug! Truly an enemy name of all time. Exciting Bug is a very funny enemy name. We might be doing some trick racing. Excite Bug. Exciting Alarm. This definitely goes faster with 2 people. Now, the other funny thing about this is that every room has this or that in it, and I have to bet correctly. I don't know if they have 3 doors later, but there's a lot of left door or right door. Exciting Spinner Rook. With 2 people, we probably wouldn't have to have me being a warrior, I guess. But it definitely makes it easier. And I don't mind playing as a warrior. Alright, what do we get? Oh right, we have to like roll on this. What's finality? I don't know, but I need it. You can also roll need. I did it. I don't know what finality is. But I know it now. All right, this or that, everyone. We have to choose left or right. So far, my strategy has been pick left every time. It didn't work out too well for me. That means right, then. But is it a prank, though? Yes, it was the prank. There are so many different variations of this being a prank door that's not real. Or, like, not really locking. It's pretty funny. A rainbow golem? I don't know what that means. But we probably need to kill it. I accidentally bowed to the golem for some reason. I'm having a time. Okay. I got to the heal part of the warrior. It's fine. What? This treasure coffer has been marked by the gamblers. Their try your luck. 2 cards will appear, 1 hidden, 1 revealed. With a value of 1 to 9, you must guess whether the value of the hidden card is higher or lower. We have to play higher or low. Okay. If you guess correctly, the quantity of items will increase. You may elect to try your luck again following a correct guess. Oh, Christ. Oh, jeez. Try my luck because it's funny. What is this? What does this mean? Is that a 9? Wait, how do I guess? Oh, high, low. Well, then it can only be lower, right? That's just how it couldn't have been. Well, it's probably gonna be higher than 2. It's gonna be 1. It's gonna kill me instantly. No. I'm gonna... That's enough. 3 times is good for me. Left or right then? This or that, as it were. I think it's fun to let someone else decide while this is happening on a camera. This it is then. But is it a prank though? But is it a prank though? No, it's real. Killed. We are dead now. What they don't tell you is that when you fail to guess correctly in the funny Loporid zone, you get ejected from the airlock and die in space. I mean, I don't know if you can take the blame for losing a game of chance. I don't think that's how it works. Trade? What's this? Why are you giving this to me? You can have that. You can have this stuff. And a wall lamp. I guess. Well, sure, fine, I guess. Jeez. I don't know why you don't want to keep that, but okay. You don't want it? Okay, that's fair. I'm just gonna sell it. Possibly including the lamp. I don't know. Ah, you're right. Because you're never on your home server. I think that might be enough for now. I just wanted to have the Excitotron exist, like, on camera at least once. So, it does now. Well, that was Final Fantasy XIV. We did the most of the story of Orthos, which means that next time is 6.4. which is wacky. All we've got left until the next patch, when Hildebrand and Tataru stuff is fully doable, because I don't want to start that and then not be able to complete it. Just the main story. That's kind of wacky. That's... I don't know. I can't believe that. The hamster has fused with Sucro now. It's probably fine. Thank you all for watching. This has been Final Fantasy XIV, as stated. The next time... 6.4. Yeah, 2 MSQ patches, a break, for Sucro at least. Then the last part of 6.5, 6.55, and then the 2 Silly Zone location place type quest story item. I don't know what I was doing with my words there. The Comedy Zone, that's right. Oh, is Tataru Emotion Zone and not Comedy Zone too? Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, it's Comedy and Emotion Zone. Much to consider. Well, alright. So, I will most likely be caught up, asterisk, not having done all of the Tataru and Hildebrand stuff until it's fully completable at once. Before the fan festival or the patch, which is weird. And if there are any streams before the patch, after I've done 6.4 and 6.5, I'll find something else to do. I'm not gonna bother doing the relic weapons on camera unless, because like, I just want to do the Hildebrand quest on camera. I know the weapons are like connected to it, but they're not like the main focus of it, as far as I'm aware. Relic weapons will be something I don't. They have quests attached, but they're a parallel offshoot. They don't unlock anything. Well, it'll just be the other Hildebrand quests, probably. I've only shown a little bit of... I only showed a little bit of the Anima weapon quests on camera. I'm not gonna show the relic ones, probably. Anyway. Yeah. Next stream will be 6.4, I guess. It has this Hildebrand adjacent comedy. Do y'all want me to show that on camera? Is that like really important? Because that's a lot of causality. Probably won't be doing that part on camera, just like the main Hildebrand stuff. I can relate anything that happens in the relic quest part that I think is amusing as an anecdote or something. Okay, let me try and finish my thoughts. I don't mean that as an accusatory, you're not letting me finish my thoughts, but I need to try and finish my thoughts in the stream here. So, next time 6.4, then 6.5, then I'll definitely be done before the rest of the stuff that I want to do in this game is fully available. So other streams before then, the main thing I'm looking forward to thinking about streaming right now is Fire Emblem Echoes. I don't know if I've talked about that on stream, actually. I kind of want to stream a Fire Emblem that's like a good game instead of not a good game like some of the recent ones have been. And Echoes is one that's apparently really good, and I missed out on because it released after Fire Emblem Fates, which is when because of Fire Emblem Fates, I was like, I don't know if I want to buy any other Fire Emblem games anymore. But I want to try Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. So I might start that. But then again, I don't know if I should start something like that right after, like right before the patch. I don't know. I'll think about it. I intend to keep streaming when there's no Final Fantasy XIV for a bit, so we'll find out what happens later, I guess. All that said, as usual, I keep going a lot today. As usual, if you're interested in any links, boylerobin.card with 2 R's.co is available, and also the links are below the stream. And also, if you would like to consider following, subscribing, spreading the word, etc., that would also be helpful, and I'd appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day and or night. I will see you at the next stream, and good night no, it wasn't good night. It was a farewell and good morning. That's the line that I still don't know if I'm going to keep saying. Good night, though. Bye.